Good day, class. Welcome again to Business Ethics and Social Responsibility. This is module number 8 for week number 10, and it is all about the Filipino value system and business ethics. Then again, my name is Sir Rai Castillo, the Mr. Ironman, and Mr. Star of Bansud Institute. And now, let's talk about the Filipino values in relation to business ethics. As we studied earlier about religion, about philosophy, which had an influence to business ethics, and of course, being a Filipino, it has also an influence to us on how we do business, particularly as a Filipino businessman and women. It is defined by the way the people live their family as an influence of one's culture. Okay? So as a Filipino, basically we have a certain culture that's shared by Filipinos, and that shared culture are passed down from one generation to another. And then what we have right now is our identity as a Filipino. Okay, so as a family, we live as a Filipino family. We have a certain culture there, and probably our certain culture there, we also apply it in doing business. It refers to the set of values or the value system that a majority of the Filipino have historically held important in their life. For example, the po and opo. Historically, we are known as a people who are very polite. Okay. Tito and tita, po and opo, ho and oho, and even as a family-oriented people, because meron tayong lagi tayong sama-sama. Okay? So the Filipino value system includes their own unique collection of consistent ideologies, moral codes, ethical practices, etiquette and kultura, and personal values that are encouraged by their society. So yun, sinishare natin, sasama-sama natin, okay? Pinagsasalu-saluhan natin. Kung ano ang pagiging Pilipino natin na pinagsasaluhan natin yung pagkain natin bilang yung adobo, yun, sinishare natin, tinola, sinishare natin sa Filipino kasi yun yung mark natin as being a Filipino. So even the moral, the ethics, okay? Pagiging magalang, pagiging kahit ordinary people, di ba, we call them sir and ma'am kahit hindi sila mga teacher, because naturally ganun tayo mga Pilipino. We respect our elderly, even respect other people, even they are totally stranger to us. Okay, so what are the origin of Filipino values? Number one is Malay. Okay, so here are the sojourners na napupunta sa atin noong unang panahon. Mga Malays, they're resilient and friendless, open-minded. Sa mga Hindu naman, they're being hospitable, respectful, and goodwill, faithfulness. And the Chinese, their name, calling, respect, and obedience. The Spaniards, the La Candelaria, the Santa Cruzan, the Delicadeza. The Americans, the achievement-oriented, equality, and humanitarianism. Okay? So, yun yung mga pumunta sa bansa natin, yung mga sumakop pa sa atin, kaya yung kultura nila ay na-adapt natin. Okay? So, you can refer to UCSP class, module number 8, also for this week, on how people adapt. Okay? So, ganun tayo mga Pilipino. Sa sobrang daming pumunta sa ating ibang lahi, sumakop sa atin or nanirahan sa atin, yung kultura natin as a Filipino values ay naging multicultural. Okay? Kasi hindi natin pwede sabihin na ang isang kultura ng Pilipino ay isang mukha lang. Kundi ito ay pinagsama-sama ng ibang kultura na ngayon ay ating pinagsasaluhan. Okay? So, dun yun ang galing. Okay? And factors affecting Filipino values. Ano ba yung nakaka-apekto sa atin para tayo maging, para ma-adapt natin yung tatawag nating Filipino values? Number one is home environment. Whoever you are with, whatever you are doing at home, and whatever your environment around, okay? So, yun yung nakukuha mo. Na-adapt mo yun, okay? Kaya nga, ang isang tao, may unique identity yan, may unique culture yan. You know, pwede kahit na parehas kayong estudyante ay parehas din kayo ng kultura. No, magkaiba yan. Dahil ang pinanggalingan nyo ay ibang tahanan. Social environment, the way we talk to people, the way we converse to them, the way we communicate to them. Lalo ngayon, na very expand na yung ating community through internet and globalization, okay? Ng mga exchange of products, and so on and so forth. Culture and language, religion, okay? Yung religion natin, as I said last time sa ating module number 7, political environment, and even mass media, okay? Nakikita natin, napapanood natin, nababasa natin sa mga leaders na namumuno sa atin. Yung ekonomiya natin, di ba? Pag mahirap ang ekonomiya, ay iba rin yung attitude ng mga Pilipino. Pag mayaman, iba rin yung attitude nila. So, we adapt to this kind of environments around us, and that affects our Filipino values. Okay? So now, let's study particularly the different kinds of Filipino values in business ethics, their relationship to business ethics, on how we do business and how we behave in conducting a business. Let's go! Number 1 is the most famous one for Filipino ay yung bahala na attitude. Okay? Bahala na attitude. Ay ko naaalala dito si Batman. Kaya nakalagay dyan si Batman, di ba? Meron tayong masabihan kapag, paano nung gagawin natin bukas? Bahala na si Batman. Sino ang gagawa ng project natin? Bahala na si Batman. Okay, so, ganun lagi yung attitude natin. At paano yung ating mga proposal? Paano yung ating mga tinda? Paano yung ating mga benta? Okay, bahala na si Batman. Kaya si Batman, galit na, ako na naman. Okay? Pero, just so you know, na yung bahala na is came from the word actually, bathala. Okay? At yung bathala sa ating original na or at least sa ating historic language ng Filipino ay ang ibig sabihin ng bathala ay Diyos or Panginoon. So, kaya every time we say bahala na ay it's just saying na bahala na yung Panginoon. Okay? Bahala ang Panginoon dyan. Okay? So, pag sa'yo mong bahala ang Panginoon, redundant yan paulit-ulit. Pero when you say bahala na, it's just saying bahala ang Panginoon. Okay? So, sabi nito, trust in God or the concept of bahala na is a principle used when a person does not know what to accomplish or is too slothful to do anything at all. It's believed to put faith in God's hands may be sign of how religious Filipinos may be. Further, it may show that Filipinos are free-spirited and that they put their life in faith's hands. Kaya ngayon, ito yung recent nakita ko, si bahala na, aka bathala, aka may kapal sa lahat, or Diyos. Okay? So yun yung sasabi natin, bahala na, o kapalaran, bahala lang Diyos. Di mo kaya, wala ka na magawa, pagbahala mo na. Parang ganyan. Okay, pag wala ka na talagang option, bahala na. Okay, bahala na. Alright, so number 2 is utang na loob. Okay, very familiar to sa atin at very rampant and clear sa atin to. Utang na loob in English, this is what we call in debt of gratitude. Okay, so utang na loob is very fashionable Filipino characteristic. One does not fail to remember the fine actions that others may have done, particularly at times of great need. Okay, this debt of gratitude, di ba? Pag may ginawa sa iyo yung kapwa mo na maganda, at pag ginawa sa kapwa mo na maganda, tayo naman sa Filipino, pagdating ng panahon, yung good deeds na ginawa mo sa kanya, mapapakinabangan mo someday. Kasi feeling mo meron siyang utang na loob sa iyo. Utang na loob sa iyo. So, ganun din yung parang sa business, di ba? Tinulungan na dati. Ngayon naman, tulungan mo naman ako. Okay? Baka naman. So, ayun yan. Baka naman. It's your turn to help me. Okay, so dahil ikaw ay ito na yung panahon mo para bumawi ka sa akin. So ganun yung ganun din nakapanood din yun sa ating paggawa ng business. Most of the businessmen and women ay supported by mga tao na tinulungan niya dati. Okay? O tumulong sa kanya dati. Kaya siya naka-ahon, kaya siya naka-recover. Okay, dahil sa utang na loob. Number 3 na tawag natin Ningas Kugon. Okay, Ningas Kugon is very familiar to us because from the word itself ay yung sa Ningas. Okay, maapoy sa una. Ano naman yung Kugon, mabilis siyang umapoy pero mabilis din yung mawala. Okay, so parang ganun yun. Sobrang idealistic din sa una, sobrang On fire tayo sa una, pero there are times, if not most, or sometimes, ay bigyan tayo yung ating performance bumababa. Kaya tawag natin doon yung sugon. Sa umpisa lang magaling. Okay? It's a noun which means flame, blaze, or combustion, while kugon is of grass which can be easily burned with its presentation. Okay? So, yun yun. So, sometimes, yung as a general value natin, ay this can be a negative trait dahil it should be ay talagang tayo ay work-oriented. Okay? So, sana ay minsan lang mangyari sa atin. This is inevitable, but it does not necessarily mean that we have to do it all the time. Okay? So, we have to have a motivation to continue doing excellent. Okay? So number 4 is Padrino System. Padrino System is basically Padrino from the word Padrino or boss or father. Okay? Meron kang kakilala na pwedeng tumulong sa iyo. Okay? Mga pagkaibigan mo ay isang boss sa kumpanya. Ano naman, pwede mo akong tulungan dyan. Okay? Tulungan mo ako. Okay? Malakas ka. Okay? Sometimes ito rin siguro yung seekability. Padrino, okay? Okay? So, the system or patronage in the Filipino culture and politics, mostly it is a politics, is the value system where one gets support, endorsement, or political appointment through family affiliation, nepotism, or friendship, cronyism as against one's birth. Okay, so your only resume is your relation to that person. Hindi na kaya disregard na yung work experience, yung educational attainment, yung mga accomplishment, basta kakilala mo siya. Baka naman pwede mga factors. So, kaibigan mo lang. So, sometimes ganun din, okay? So, that's the sad reality sa atin. At sometimes yun din sa business. System development has been the root cause of many controversies and corruption. Okay, so sometimes na-apply natin itong Padrino System sa ating paggawa ng business. Okay? And number 5 is a more pro-corpio or self-respect. Okay? So, as you heard the previous talagang medyo influential talaga yung mga Spaniards sa atin. A more pro-corpio is Spanish word which means self-love. Okay? It's me, myself, and love. Okay? Love yourself. It's a sense of self-esteem or self-respect that stops a person from swallowing his pride. It includes sensitivity to personal insult or offense. Okay? Using the Padrino system can get a businessman easily started if the Padrion would stand as go-between for introducing and vouching his character in order to get the business deal. Okay? So, yeah. That respect. Sabi naman dyan. Okay? Ito naman sa sarili mo. Okay? So, you want to respect, you love yourself. Okay? Ganun yan. Okay, so, number 6 is manana habit. Okay, one of also the favorite Filipino value system natin, itong manana habit. The word manana means tomorrow or specified future time. It is also known as procrastination in plain English and mamaya in Filipino. So, manana or mamaya na, bukas na lang. Okay? So, yun yung manana habit. Ano business mo, for example, ako meron akong mga bagay na pag alam kong kaya ko, ang aking motto is due tomorrow, do tomorrow. Kung due na bukas ko gagawin yan. Because I'm a busy person, I only do things one at a time. Okay? According to their deadline. So pag hindi malapit yung deadline mo, saka ka lang na gagawin. Okay? So, ganun, that's how my brain works. Okay? I procrastinated a lot, okay? But it does not necessarily mean I'll produce a poor product, okay? Because I still produce a quality product, but in a short period of time, okay? That also means putting something off until another time. This habit has made Filipinos become lazier and less efficient in doing tasks. So that's the sad reality. Bukas ko gawin, busy kasi ako eh. Okay? So sana hindi natin ma-apply ito. Alright, so I'm teaching this not because I want you to impose or to apply this to you, but to be aware of not doing this someday. So, manana habit, the utang law, Padrino system, and other systems. Number 7 is delicadeza. It's a Spanish term which means daintiness. When translated in English, it is defined as an act of being refined or delicate in tastes or manners. Okay, good manners mean good business. Okay? Yung pagkatao. So, of course, ito yung maganda. Magandang trait ito na dapat natin yung practice ng Filipino. It could also mean proper decorum or strict adherence to what's right, moral, or ethical. Perhaps it can be better understood by saying that those who don't have it, meaning walang delicadeza or mga palamukha or thick face. Okay. Sana yun na, sa Filipino, lagi tayo practice tayo may delicadeza. Okay. Good manner, proper decorum, observe ethical standards and code of ethics. So, mga delicadeza na yan. Okay, so, practice natin yan. Because sabi dyan, good manners mean good business. Okay? Now, number 8 is hiya. It is also one very, or sabi ito is shame or hiya is a very common Filipino value. For a reason, it is a sense of social propriety and conforming to societal norms of behavior. Okay? Filipino believe they must live up to the accepted standards of behavior. If they fail to do so, they bring dishonor not only upon themselves but also upon their family. If someone is publicly embarrassed, criticized, or does not live up to expectations, they feel shame and lose themselves and lose their self. Okay? So, yeah, kaya natin magpahiya sa pamilya natin. We're doing things to make them proud. Alright, so I will magpahiya sa ating mga kaibigan. This somehow is a positive trait ng Filipino na we're doing things excellently because ayaw rin magpahiya sa ating mga magulang, sa ating community, sa ating mga kaibigan, sa ating mga nakakilala sa atin. Okay? So, yeah. Alright, so kaya parang ganun yan. Number 9 is pakikisama o pakikipagkapwa-tao. So yes. Ang Pilipinas kilala sa atin na tawag na pakikisama or the historical term is bayanihan. Okay, loyalty or pakikisama is another Filipino value. This is shared sense of identity and consciousness of other person. It is treating others with respect and dignity as an equal and not someone below individual. Basically, in business, it is a practical translation of one's pakikipagkapwa-tao because the intention is to offer things and services of value to others to get better their standards of living. Tutulungan, pakikisama. Okay? So, this is a good thing to us as a Filipino na binavalue natin yun. Okay? Yung ginawa niya sa iyo, that was gratitude, utang na loob, but more than that, the higher virtue of that is yung pakikisama. Okay? So, disregard yung even your you want to help others for the sake of helping, not for the sake of gaining something to them. So, sarap, okay? Sa pakiramdam nun, na nakikisama ka, nakikipagkapwa-tao ka, at sa Pilipino, napaka-ganun tayo napaka-intact ng ating interrelationship to one another. Okay? So, lagi natin gustong tulungan bawat isa. Kaya nga nakilala tayo dito sa kubo nito na nililipat yung kubo from one place to another with other fellow men. Okay? Na nagbubuhat talaga. At we miss that picture of Filipinos. Okay? Number 10 is family orientation. Okay? Very family-oriented ang mga Pilipino. At pagdating sa business, ganun din. Diba? Kaya may mga namamanang mga business from our grandparents, and then our parents, and then pass down to us children, and then as children will pass this business to our children also in the near future. Okay? So, ganun yun. Okay? Mga family business na namamana natin sa ating mga magulang. Napaka-oriented natin. At syempre, nagtutulungan. Sometimes, yung isang business is run by the entire household ng family. Okay? Medyo nanay, tatay, mga anak, okay? And then yung mga anak, pinaprepare nila yung kanilang mga anak para sa kanilang business. So yun yun, family orientation, okay? But the Filipino recognize their family as an important social structure that one must take care of. They give importance to the safety and unity of one's family. The Filipino family is so intact that it is common for members of the same family work for the same company. The family is always vital importance in the Philippines. And not surprisingly, most business organizations have the Filipino family as their model. Okay, so let's proceed to number 12 is yung utak talangka. This is a negative trait. Okay, because ang utak talangka, kasi ang mga talangka, kapag sila ay nauunahan pataas, ang ginagawa nila ay kinakawit nila yung paanong kapwa na talaga. Kailang hinahatak pababa para agawan ng pwesto. Kaya gano'n ang crab mentality, gano'n ang utak talaga. Sila yung mga tao hindi masaya kapag nakikita ka umaasenso sa buhay. Naaway ka ng walang dahilan at galit na galit sila sa iyo ng wala ding dahilan. Okay? Sabi nga nila crab mentality, if I cannot have it, neither can you. Kaya this is a negative trait ng Filipino na kapag umuunlad na yung kaibigan natin, yung kapatid natin, yung kapamilya natin, yung kamag-anak natin, yung kapitbahay natin, nainggit tayo sa kanila. Okay, bakit sila lang? Bakit ako hindi? So, dahil dyan, kung hindi ako ang gaya mo, nagawa ko ng paraan para bumagsak ka. In that case, utak ka lang ka. Number 12 is piety, which is also related to family orientation. Filial or filial is a virtue of respect for one's parents, elders, and ancestors. Okay? So, ang mga Pilipino talaga highly respectful sa kanilang mga elderly, sa kanilang mga ancestors, and most especially to their parents. Okay? It is understood as essential to maintain the collective face of the family and to avoid experiencing okay? And business, the Filipino family, so in fact, that is common for members of the same family who work for the same company. Okay, so yung mga family business. This filial piety is basically family relationship. And number 13, and lastly, is the suki system. Okay? So yan, alam natin na kapag tayo namamalengke, meron tayo mga pinupuntahan talaga na binibilhan natin because tested and proven na natin sila. At nagiging suki na tayo nila. Okay? So that is suki system. It talks about customer loyalty. Ganun tayo mga Pilipino. Kapag tayo ay sobrang na-hook, sobrang na-advertise, at sobrang talagang naging gusto natin yung kanilang services, ay nagiging suki tayo. Okay? Suki is a distinct Filipino value system which is rooted primarily in personal alliance based on commercial. Okay, sa pagbiling natin. Eh magaling sa mga Pilipino, automatic meron ka ng customer kapag may suki ka. Kaya zero ano na talaga yon. Zero chance of zero earning that day kasi alam mo darating yung suki mo. Okay? So in business, the suki relationship usually takes time and many business transactions to be solidified. Suggesting a suki like relationship and backing it up with concession could be used as a measure to build trust and camaraderie. Okay, so that's a suki system. So yeah, familiar tayo dyan sa Filipino. So these are the different values, Filipino value system as applied to business ethics. So some were negative and some were positive. So it is up to you on how you will be identified as a Filipino businessman. Are you the person who na merong utang na loob, ng delegadesa, ikaw ba'y utang ka, ikaw ba'y commerce system, ikaw ba'y family-oriented, ikaw ba'y nakikisama, ikaw ba'y gumagawa lang out of mapahiya, ikaw ba ay yung lagi lang, bukas na, maya na. Okay? So, ikaw ba ningas-tugan lang? So, try to evaluate yourself. Okay? So, alin ka dyan? Okay? Sa pagiging future businessmen and women. Okay? Ngayon pa lang, i-assess nyo na yung inyong sarili. Okay? So, for the negatives, of course, ay ito ay inyong iwasan. Of course, the positive ay inyo itong I suggest na gawin. Okay? So, whatever fits you, that's you. Okay? So, that's it for us this week. And